So then we're moving on to the Chief Financial Officer's report.
So yeah, Scott, why don't you go through the financials and I'll do the staffing report,
Okay.
okay?
Okay, at this upcoming board meeting, I would like to highlight the October 2017 financials that are attached in board book. The first two reports that you will see are the same each month. The first one is the monthly summary report of the revenue and expenditures for the month of October, followed by the monthly financial statements comparing last year's budget where we were tracking compared to this year's budget where we're tracking. Followed by our monthly financial statements is the revenue and expense report from 10/1 through 10/31. There was a question submitted on board book page 37 in regards to staff development under Title I. Under this one, the original budget had a $1,200 placeholder in for professional development under the Title I grant. There is plenty of Title I PD money allocated in the current grant. There is approximately $18,000 that is allocated within the grant to be used for professional development that has been submitted to the state for approval.
Today,
Even though it
we
looks-
just did that today.
Yes, even though it looks like it's over budget on it, there's $18,000 allocated for professional development.
Well,
So Scott, what we should probably do to correct this in the future is why don't you, our placeholder should be a little larger than 1,200 if we're putting
Yes.
18,000.
Mm-hmm.
So look back at a three-year
Three-year
historical.
trend on it, and then I got to work more closely with Kristen here to get a better handle on exactly what a closer dollar amount would be
Okay.
for the original budget to put into as the placeholder.
thank you.
Following the revenue and expense report is the student activity accounts from 10/1 through 10/31. Just a reminder, the negative account balances actually represent positive balances in that. There is very few that are negative. And then the
That are that
actually have a negative. I'm
actual
sorry.
negative balance. You
A
just
negative
said.
balance.
Negative is
Yeah.
good on the report.
On the
Yeah.
report, but the positive ones, I want to
Sorry.
say there's only like 2 or 3 accounts that are running a slight balance on that.
Deficit.
And
Okay.
and then with collection and different fundraisers that come at different times, it fluctuates.
Okay, what's next?
The last report attached is the paid building rentals report for the first quarter. Just kind of highlighting how much revenue has been taken in, what expenses we have to pay out for security, maintenance, and various items that go along with the rentals to get our net profit for quarter one. And then it also has a breakdown of the facility space that's being utilized. And just as a reminder, this is for paid invoices that we have received. There were a few outstanding invoices that were still out there for Academy Bullets and BFCA, the football and the cheer. Those payments actually came in today. So I did receive 3 pretty substantial payments from the water polo, the football, BFCA football and BFCA cheer association that would be reported out then moving forward.
What about Academy Bullets?
Yeah, I just received, I believe, about a $4,000 payment from them.
Okay, that was the only question on the pool, right? But you just answered that.
There was
Yes.
another one on the next page on the pool.
Was there one more on the pool? Is that dealing with the aquatic
The
center?
numbers don't seem to match between the 2 pages of the report.
That's based off of what we charge, basis what the actual expenses are to come up with just those particular areas.
So the reason it's a 0 on your bar graph and then $2 on the other is that expenses paid?
Yes,
And
you
you-
collect revenue and you got to pay out though for those particular areas.
No, the first page on the top says facility space revenue, right?
Right.
The bar for the aquatic center says $528. The next page on the first line says aquatic center, and the first column says revenue collection and says $266.
Okay.
They don't seem to match. And I just point of the
Aquatic
line.
centers, aquatic tech. Oh, maybe it looks like it got, it didn't filter correctly.
Why
Why
don't
don't you
you-
take
why
a
don't you
look at that and do an update for the...
Tweak that and we could send it out on the
Yes,
Friday
I'll
update.
send it out for the Friday
Okay.
update. It didn't pull right.
So you're pulling from that to create your bar graph?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to see any questions ahead before we move on to the staff enrollment or wait till the end? See if there's questions.
That's fine.
Does anybody have any questions for Scott on the right?
No.
Left? Okay, thanks, Scott.